Hi there, back here on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm John Mallos, and now here with Ed Crane, and you are with a group called My Assistance Dog Incorporated. How are you, Ed? Welcome to the program.
Doing great. Welcome. It's great to be here today.
Well, great. Tell us a little bit about what My Assistance Dog Incorporated is all about. What do you guys do? It's a nonprofit?
We're a local nonprofit here based out of Clovis, and what we are is an internet site that educates people about assistance dogs. All aspects from how to get a dog, what's involved.
You don't provide dogs.
No, we don't provide dogs. We're a resource, okay? And we also will help people find the right organization without a problem. At the same time, we're also providing information for people who are already teamed with service dogs. Everything from how to get veterinary care, information about dog food recalls, any type of information they may have or questions, how to resolve legal issues with being refused entry. So we are the full spectrum of information for almost anything concerning an assistance dog.
Well, do you still have businesses here in the Central Valley that refuse any kind of service to people that have these service dogs?
Locally, for me, I have never been refused, but
you've
it does
heard of other people.
happen, and I get contacted. Okay,
Really?
and
Here in the Valley?
correct.
Okay.
And what really is the problem is that the store or the business is still not aware of the law, or they've had a bad experience in the past and they start refusing people entry.
Yeah. So that you're talking about restaurants, hotels, they're allowed anywhere.
Correct.
Anywhere that you go, can go, are able to go, that dog should be able to go by law.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There should be no refusal anywhere locally here for any individual partnered with a dog.
Yeah. How did you start this organization and why?
Well, I've been partnered with two different dogs over the past 15 years. My current partner, named Alipo, is a cream lab laying next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have to deal with epilepsy every day.
Okay.
And I've had surgery about 15 years ago and still have a frequency of seizures, and I needed assistance both with a warning in advance of the seizure, plus my partner here wears a harness that prevents me from falling and injuring myself. But over time, I found that there was a lot of questions by people, but not a good resource that was easy to go to quickly to get information. So I sat down with a couple of family members and a couple of neighbors and said, we need to start a nonprofit organization that is really for the internet, to make it easy for people to access quickly and get questions answered without a problem.
Yeah, so you have epilepsy. You
Correct.
still have seizures on occasion.
Correct.
And so your dog, is that your dog right there?
Yeah, his name is Alipo.
Okay, there he is.
He's a
right
cream
there.
lab who's 10 years old, was
right.
trained by an organization called Canine Partners for Life. And he has the ability to warn me about 25 to 30 minutes in advance
About a seizure coming on?
of an oncoming seizure. What he'll do is he's been trained to, whenever he senses that, he will come over and rub his forehead on my knees, and he's instantly telling me to lay down because I'm going to have a seizure. And he does that roughly 25 to 30 minutes before that's going to happen.
Every single time.
Every time, and the beauty of it is that anybody who has epilepsy, like myself, is susceptible to falling, and the injuries from those falls are really what can be devastating to us. So he does that, plus he wears a harness on his back, and that harness provides me balance and support, because there are times without any warning that all of a sudden I'll lose balance and I would fall. But I have gotten used to it so quickly in training that my hand will grip on that instantaneously, and I've
Wow.
never fallen
Wow.
with that. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And is there any way you can tell me how these dogs know that seizure's on the way?
Yeah,
That's
you know,
amazing.
it's very, you know, dogs really.
Or is it a medical mystery?
No, it isn't. Dogs' sense of smell is one of their top scents, and Canine Partners for Life has been raising and training these dogs for a long time. What I did before each of my dogs is I sent a garment that I was wearing that I had on with a seizure, wrapped it in 2 plastic bags and sent it to them, and they raised both of my dogs for a year, sensing that. I sent them an undershirt each time. And what that did was it gave them to the knowledge that when they smell that they are to warn me as quickly as they smell that to get me to lay down. And if I don't lay down immediately, then he will bump me, telling me to lay down quickly.
Yeah, because he knows. And so how old is your dog?
Lipo is 10 now.
10 years old. And you've
Yeah.
had him for how long?
5 years.
5 years. And where was he raised?
At an organization in Pennsylvania by the name of Canine Partners for Life.
Yeah, let's get another shot of him because he's lying here very patiently and very calm, and that's him right there, right there. And so you've had him about 5 years, so he knows everything, every movement, every scent. He knows everything about you.
Yeah, you know, when
Basically,
you
just
team with
through the scent.
when you team with these dogs, unlike a pet, they get to know me, and I get to know my partner like I've never realized in the past.
But how is it different than say somebody else just having a dog or a cat? How is that relationship different?
He has also been trained by the organization for 3 years. He's able to perform and respond to roughly 50 to 60 tasks that I give him a verbal command to do without any hesitation, with complete accuracy all the time. He can open doors for me, get the phone on command. He's able to take a command to go over and grab a bottle of water out of my refrigerator. He's been trained as if I was wheelchair bound, even though my disability is not to that extent. All of the dogs go through the same level of training. The difference for him is he's got an extra focus with his sense of smell that they could have trained him for warning people of seizures, or in the case of diabetes, warning the people of episodes of diabetes along the way.
An attack. And so what do you want people to know? I mean, you're here on CentralValleyTalk.com. Why are you here? What do you want people to know about your organization? And second to that, how do you want people to get in touch with you?
Well, 5 years ago, I sat down with some family and friends and put together an organization for a basic reason that there wasn't a single source that people could reach out to get information. We don't raise or train dogs.
Right.
Alls we do, we're a resource to get information on all aspects from what it takes to train and trace a dog, where to look, the organizations. We recommend different organizations, not only locally here, but around the world for people. We talk about expenses involved, resources to help pay for the cost of the dog. And then on the other aspect is we have a following of people who already partnered with dogs that have questions, anything from how to get veterinary care or how to save on dog food to just recently I've had a couple of people contact me where they had an issue where they were refused entry, and I stepped them through the process to file a federal claim on those instances. So we're an information source. We're an internet source. We've got our website address is our name, myassistancedoginc.org. We have a Facebook page where we share over 120 organizations that raise and train dogs around the world. There's over 100 different posts every day on there, and we answer questions on there along the way. We're on Twitter. And the other thing I wanted to mention was there's a new movie out now, and it's called Adele and Everything After. And it's the story of this woman and her dog, her relationship with her assistance dog through her time all the way through when the dog passed away, and then going on to her second dog. But it's a great movie to see that's out there now to get a good idea of what's involved with an assistance dog.
Yeah. Okay, and so how do people get in touch with you?
To get in touch with me, the best way is just go on the Facebook page or on the website, and there are places on there where...
And is that on the screen right now?
Yeah,
it is.
Yes, where inquiries can be made directly
Okay.
to us, and we get back to you very quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ed Crane, My Assistance Dog Incorporated. Good luck to you.
Absolutely pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.